All right, I'm going to take a few minutes to walk you through how to use FormMule. I use it to automate welcome letters. Was my first. I use it for many other things, but to automate welcome letters really freed up a lot of time for me to really track down some of the students who are having trouble getting started. So, student information assignment is what I create in my Start Here page, where they go out and fill out a form, and then they have to submit a screenshot of the confirmation page of the form, and then it unlocks the course for them. So I'll show you what I do. So if you click on the link here, you go to this form, and I collect information like, first thing I want to know is what course are they in. So I list all the different courses that I'm teaching, or I've taught in the past, so that way I never have to change it. They select the course, they give me their name, first name, last name, their email address, their phone number. You notice they're red so that they are required. I use it. I've never had any issues with kids wanting to give up this information. And we have a lot of it accessible to us anyways, but it's good, but some students we don't. So then I get their school, I find out if they've taken a course online before, I find out what grade they're in, I might find out when do you think they'll be working on the course, what time of the day, and that kind of helps me get to know you. So I get a little bit about getting to know you. I stress in here that I'm not their mentor, but I collect information about their mentors, and then but it's important that you get mentor first name, and you always ask for first name separate from last name, so that way when you do your FormMule, when you do your merging, you can refer to them by their first name, and I'll show you that later. Then here's your parent first name, your parent last name, parent email, parent phone, and you hit submit. Now, when it hits submit, they go to a confirmation page, they turn that in and unlocks the course. But in the background, I had to collect a whole bunch of data. So I'll show you what that looks like. So if you go up here to edit the form, and you go to responses, what's really neat is you get a summary. You can figure out how many what course have filled it out. You can go through and see all their first names and go on and so forth. You can see each one filled out individually if you wanted, but when you click on the spreadsheet, view responses in spreadsheet, it's going to bring up this. Now I'm going to blur out all of their names, so can be used in other places, but if I wanted to show you exactly how I do it. So what you want to do is you want to go to add-ons. Actually, I'm sorry. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure you are out of your personal account and you are in your MIVU login account. When you're in your MIVU account, now when you mail merge the emails and you use FormMule, it will be sent from your MIVU email, and responses will respond back to your MIVU email. So that's really important that you are logged into your MIVU account before you even install FormMule. So when you click add-ons, now you'll notice that when I click it, it's already here and installed. But if you don't have it installed, you want to click Get Add-ons. Real quick, you're going to install FormMule. You can find it right here in here. And you click Manage, or you click Free, right? It's a free extension there. Another popular one is Autocrat. But you click Free. Mine's already installed, so it says Manage, and I can go in and manage the installation. But once it's installed, you want to go to Open. And I'll show you how I set mine up in order to be successful in my courses in automating welcome letters. All right, so now that I'm in the FormMule box, you want to make sure that you are using the form responses or whatever spreadsheet whatever sheet your form is coming into. So this picks all the sheets on your spreadsheet, your whole workbook there, your sheets workbook, but you want to make sure that you are using the one that your responses are coming into. Now this is form trigger. Form trigger means that this is when you can automatically run FormMule when they submit the form automatically. I have that turned on right now because it's working, everything's set, but I recommend leaving it off until you get it all working, and then turn it on when you have it exactly the way you want it. I'm going to click Templates and Conditions. As you can see here, I've got 5 templates How many unique email templates you want to use? I'm going to put 5. So for email templates, I have Geometry A, B, Personal Finance, Visual Basic, and Not Your Mentor. I'll show you what I mean. Each one of those have different welcome letters, and that's why I do this, a different email for each course. So if the course heading, so if they select, when they fill out the form, Geometry A, they will get a particular template email. Same with if they select Geometry B, Personal Finance, Intro to Programming, Visual Basic. And then if in their mentor email address, if they give me my own email address, right, if they put my email address in there, in other words, they think that I'm their mentor, then they will also get a different email basically asking them to fill the form out again and explaining to them. I'll show you. So save the template settings. So these are your conditions. I'm going to edit my templates. I'm going to show you what my templates are. Ta-dun-ta-dun. So right here, these are the names of them. A, B, Personal Finance, Visual Basic, Not Your Mentor. So I can edit each one of those individually. So the Geometry A one, I'm going to put the student's email address in the 2, and then the mentor email address and parent email address in the CC so that they all get the same email. The reply to, this means this is what it's going to say to reply to my MIVU account. Here I put Michigan Virtual School, and then I bring in the course name. I could probably just put Geometry A, but I like to bring in the course name because when I go to create my templates, I can copy paste. So this will bring in my course name, and to put it in here, I literally just come over here and click course, and as you can see, it pulls in from my merge tags over here to the right all of the different headings in my spreadsheet, which all correlate to the questions asked on the form. So hello, first name. So first name is the first name of the student, right? So when you ask them, that's the name of the heading there. So I can refer to them as by their first name. That's why I ask for their first and last name separately. My name is Andrew Spees, and I will be your instructor for this course. So I pull in the course from the spreadsheet. I'm excited to be working with you this semester. I've recorded a YouTube video introducing myself. Please take a minute to watch. And I give them the link to my introductory video here. Now, as you notice, I have to use HTML tags in order to create a link. To find out more about HTML tags, you click HTML friendly. It takes you to a page. This is the top site in HTML links, the W3 schools, and it will actually give you some basic links you can use within there. Going back, I then also take a moment to read my welcome letter. So here's my welcome letter, a link to it. I put it in Google Docs, and just do the shared link. I shorten it a little bit to make it a little bit shorter, but you could put the full link. That's fine too. But I also had to use that ahref, that HTML, in order to do that. Now that's the link to my Geometry A, welcome letter. All right, and then I put my signature. And now I'm going to go to Geometry B. Now on Geometry B, it's all the same, except, because all I did was copy paste, except I put in the link to my welcome letter for Geometry B. And then I go to Personal Finance, and I change my welcome letter to my welcome letter from Personal Finance. Visual Basic, I change it to my welcome letter for Visual Basic. And then Not Your Mentor. So if they put my email address in, they're going to get an email along with their parent and mentor that I am not your mentor, and that you should fill out the form again, indicating who your mentor is. Now you can click Preview and Send All. Here, mine won't actually show it because, remember, mine's on Form Trigger, so mine stays active. So all of mine have been sent as this moment. So when you do this the first time, if you've already got these filled out, that's fine. You'll get a whole bunch of previews of every single email and what it looks like before it goes out. And then you can hit Send Now. You can edit the template, so you can go back and fix a template that might not look right before you send it out, and then it will send out all of the messages automatically to all of the recipients that you've set up in your system.